mechanical headway has gotten extremist overlay changes, particularly as far as blockchain arrangements. The uncommon Vechain exchanging stage presently offers the awkward cycles that made the hierarchical development late. This special blockchain-based organization is instrumental in changing the elements of an association more clever and techniques all the more obvious. Allow us to look at the ongoing subtleties of Vechain and comprehend the Vechain cost expectation for what's in store. The cerebrums behind this blockchain-based arrangement, Bright Lou, made his little glimpse of heaven in 2015. An objective that was to make the store network and the board lifecycle flawless. Radiant Lou conveyed his huge involvement with the field with his stretch at Louis Vuitton in China before this endeavor. For the establishment, Vechain brags of being the finished arrangement taken care of inventory network upgrade necessities. The credit for getting extremist changes the item lifecycle through a proficient administration framework goes to Vechain. While seeds of Vechain's starting point can be followed back to the Ethereum code, today, the principal ascribes of Vechain are basically put to use in installment organizing, casting a ballot, shrewd agreements, and significantly more. On account of inventive arrangements from Vechain, designers can today give highlights equipped straightforwardly to business customers. Vechain record and confirm each snippet of data about the inventory network development, which further guarantees security. To comprehend Vechain establishment, one necessities to scrutinize the beginning. The main role behind making this sort of blockchain organization was to resolve the issues being experienced by the coordinated factors area, particularly concerning dispersed and unbalanced information. While the business battles gigantic information traffic every day, sadly, a framework to make this information transferable and very much smoothed out was the center issue that stayed ignored. Serious compartmentalization leaves the whole store network, the board in the most extreme number of cases, to depend on concentrated information sources. Eventually, this brought about an information transmission that was less real and hazier. Vechain, delivering multifaceted change the characters through advanced mode made on Vechain token called VET are liable for acquiring more prominent responsibility the total store network the board. The fundamental idea of the Vechain or VET improvement arrangement is to upgrade inventory network the board and item lifecycle the executives. This goal is achieved using dispersed record innovation of Vechain. Vechain has empowered NFC and RFID radio recurrence recognizable proof chips driven observation. All the while, the Vechain blockchain stage has additionally permitted the utilization of QR codes in supply the board. The labels and sensors are a vital piece of Vechain usefulness. Through this, Vechain can follow and regulate significant information in supply-based strategies. This data is transferred survive this blockchain stage. This approach helps business examiners in immaculate and fast information the board in light of a credible check framework. This system is of principal significance, particularly for enormous complex stockpile chains. As an organization, Vechain assists endeavors with keeping steady vigil and business refreshed in view of simultaneous turns of events. Vechain has worked with a not so much unwieldy but rather more compelling evidence of authority agreement through Know Your Client confirmed hubs empowered by the VET establishment. Without a doubt, thanks are because of Vechain comprising enormous organizations. Be administration, the more, the merrier. This mantra additionally applies to Vechain holders. This likewise is coupled with Vechain's main goal of striking a harmony among centralization and decentralization wherein votes are dispensed in light of how much Vechain VET digital money an individual holds. Those possessing greater part coins of VET, more than 1 million, are recipients of 20% of the vote. The clients with properly checked certifications and holding 1 million VET get 30% of the decision in favor of rating Vechain. The rest is isolated among the clients proportionately. Unpredictability in the Vechain cost has hit its capitalization as well. Subsequently, the expensive Vechain cost forecasts has proactively ended up in a seemingly impossible situation. Financial backers are energetically placing faith in the immunization they feel would be the enchanted wand for a hopeful VET cost expectation for the following year for the coin being seen as a wise venture. The present VET cost is around 2 cents in the digital currency market. After a persistent downtrend in 2022, the token has been recuperating from its misfortunes starting from the start of this current year. According to our Vechain cost expectation, the money could proceed to recuperate and turn productive for the whole 2023. How about we push ahead to our Vechain Thor cost expectation for the following couple of years? Vechain value expectation 2023. Out of many VET cost forecasts out there, our Vechain estimate uncovers the normal VET cost could be 2 cents. The hopeful Vechain expectation recommends the typical cost will raise a ruckus around town mark. Taking into account the development in market capitalization, the greatest cost could take off up to 5 cents. VET value expectation 2024. The Vechain cost forecast for the year 2024 appears to be positive up until this point. The Vechain cost will drift around a normal of 5 cents consistently, and it tends to be expected to stir things up around town low of 6 cents. The base cost of the coin might be around 4 cents. And holding the VET token at this cost for the drawn-out will help the financial backers. Vechain Value Expectation 2025. Our impartial cost forecasts. Vechain would have to work harder in the event that the coin value wishes to accept and assert its situation for bullish energy as far as Vechain Cost Expectation 2025. In view of our Vechain expectation, the cost could effectively arrive at a greatest worth of 9 cents, with a base worth of 6 cents for the year 2025. VET Crypto Value Forecast 2026. The Vechain VET value expectation for 2026 is hopeful, considering how well Vechain assumptions are met concerning market capitalization and blockchain network acknowledgement later on. The Vechain cost expectation for 2026 uncovers that the typical cost might be 8 cents. The Vechain cost could contact the greatest and normal costs of 12 cents and 10 cents, according to our Vechain cost expectations, to create benefit for the financial backers. Vechain Forecast 2027. According to the VET cost expectation, the coin could contact the high of 16 cents, while on the disadvantage, it could fall up to 10 cents. According to our expectation, the symbolic value hit may be exchanging at a normal of around 13 cents for the year 2027. VET Value Expectation 2028. According to our Vechain forecasts, the crypto could exchange a scope of 11 cents to 17 cents, where the previous is the most minimal cost and the last option is the greatest cost for the year 2028. Simultaneously, the typical cost of the crypto may be 14 cents. VET Expectation 2029. Taking a gander at past execution and examination, the Vechain coin might have least and most extreme costs of around 12 cents and 19 cents individually, with a typical cost of 16 cents for the year 2029. Vechain Value Expectation 2030. As per our Vechain cost forecast for 2030, the drawn-out execution of the VET in the crypto market is supposed to be hopeful. Our VET crypto cost forecast uncovers the coin could have a greatest cost of 23 cents with a base cost of 15 cents. Simultaneously, the typical worth might be around 19 cents for the year 2030. In light of our Vechain cost expectation, a drawn-out increment isn't normal. The cost guess for 202 year-end is supposed to be $0. As per the Vechain expectations done by lengthy figure, the coin cost is supposed to stretch around 1 cent toward the finish of 2024. Transient cost expectations recommend the Vechain cost to be around 2 cents. Blockchain innovation is setting down deep roots. It has upset ventures activities and penetrated our regular routines, affecting them profoundly and completely. Vechain's blockchain is considerably more than just digital currencies, and their VET cost expectation, like Vechain cost forecasts, stages. For example, Vechain push the limits of blockchain productivity because of a hardy calculation and give the world a more effective option in contrast to the norm. Vechain is the need of great importance, so you should build the advanced impression, as even in urgent areas like medical care and banking, one can't ignore the meaning of Vechain. In medical services, through Vechain, one can follow back the ailments and sickness that has happened to a